more dangerous than moving. Ice rink sanding, gas station sushi. Brian.
Good afternoon, good evening, Ashburn fans. Hold on a second while I attempt to put my microphone in place without pinching my beard. I don't know if that makes much of a difference, but we are back on Rink 3 here at the IceWorks Arena in Aston, Pennsylvania, which is both good and bad. It's I think we got much better views on the rink when we were Rink 2, Rink 1, whatever the hell it was we were this morning. But it looks like we've got about a minute left in the warm-ups here. About right on time for a 5:45 start. We were all waiting outside and just all ushered in at the last minute. They were trying to control the downside is that this rink has this strange little box right at the red line that we are busy staring through for the timekeeper. So considering that they're not swapping sides for the two halves of these events, we will get probably a much better view of the offense, which, if the game goes like this morning, is good because we probably spent more time on the offense. But I hear this team is tough. Apparently the rumor is that coaches talked about letting the goalies stay in and not swap if they got a shutout. Of course, Jamie did get a shutout this morning, but it looks like Luke's warming up. We were certainly wondering if Luke was going to be in goal based on that. Our opponents this morning didn't seem like they were really on par with Ashburn, considering it was a blowout. So Jamie played excellently, but it may not have been an adequate test of his skill to really demonstrate. Can you, if the waitress comes back, can you tell her, if I don't, that I just get maybe like an iced tea or something? So warm-ups are over, and we should get started in just a moment here. Oops, I'm going to remember to also grab the extra power cord for the phone here so that I don't catch it on stuff. So you can see our boys huddling.
Iced tea and water?
No, the iced tea was for me.
Yeah, we have a chair. Well, actually, our chair's right here. Does it matter?
So we can't bring over chairs, but I'll put it on that table. Are you with
No,
those guys?
I'm actually sitting there. Those are our two chairs right there. Yeah.
But you're with for your listening.
Well, I'm going to be going back to watch the game, but I'll be sitting there. Okay. Okay, all right. Do you have the trophies?
Sorry, I'm distracted by the ordering process behind me. These windows are reserved for customers purchasing food and beverage, so we definitely are ordering something to make sure we're allowed to sit here. Looks like Joe Cipollino's line will be up first. Jack and Grayson out on wing. I can see Mason out there on D with Spencer sliding in. Again, apologize for the suboptimal conditions. After the face-off, Long Island's going to come up with it. This is the Long Island edge we're playing with. They're going to dump it around. It's going to come all the way back behind. Spencer will get there and board some guy hard. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. I can't even see that well. Looks like it's getting tipped out around the far side. And Jack out there. Mason picks it up. I'm sorry, no, that's Joe. Got it almost to the blue line. Mason does pick it up. He will skate it through, takes a shot, deflected by the goalie, up into the glass. We picked up on the near side by teammate Spencer Combs. Tries to pound it in. Long Island will pick it up. They're going to pass it back and forth to find their goal. Tim Butler putting some pressure on behind the net. They get it up almost to the blue line, and then Joey turns it around, tries to dump it in. They will this time get it out into neutral ice at least, where Mason will take it from them. He's going to nice cross. Spencer picks it up, hands it off to Tim. Tim will take it across the line, and takes a shot. Hits the goalie's chest, and he falls on it. And play will stop. Kind of delayed whistle there. I think it was Joey who came in. No, was no whistle, so he was ready to fight for possession and get that second rebound. Second shot, I should say. Tim's lining up for the face-off. Not sure how well you guys can see that. It's again the other team's coach is kind of standing a little bit in the way. Puck came around the far side. It's going to bounce all the way out where Colin Kolb will pick it up, drifting backwards. Passes it to Jimmy. Jimmy tries to get it long. Gets intercepted by somebody on the Long Island team. They're backed up into the corner. Okay, far side. Tim gets a stick on it along the boards. Colin chases a Long Island player. Joey picks it up. He's got almost clear ice behind the net, and then picks somebody up. He's trying to skate it through, gets sticked away and back into the corner. Colin will go back for it. Tim takes it around behind the net and passes up to Paul. I lost track of the puck. It's all the way down by the net. Joey, I'm sorry, I'm seeing these guys. Like, where did the puck go? All right, long cross. Shot, and I think saved by Luke. Unfortunately, couldn't see it. I maybe if I scooch back a little, at least I can see Luke's net. So battle in the corner here. Puck comes out all the way through the middle. Chased by Long Island, who will pick it up in the corner. They hit the brakes. Long cross pass, missed by their player. Dylan will get there first. Dylan taps it up. Shane gets hit, clobbered, passes up to Joe, who shoots, ends up wide. It's going to come all the way around. Picked up by, I'm sorry, it was Joe Scivolino, or actually it was Noah. So I'm trying to read the jersey numbers, and like, my brain kind of locked up for a second there. No, I think this is good. I think if I'm there, well, I don't know, maybe. I'm trying to debate where's the best place to film from. Actually, it might be the better, because they don't actually spend that much time here in neutral ice. They're usually one side or the other. Why don't we try that? I'm going to try switching with Luke's sister here. We'll see if this works better. All right, drop. Zach posts and he took it. He does a spin move, gets it puck between his feet, sends it across. Will Schneider will get it out of our defensive zone. White dumps it down long. Picked up by the defense, passed across to Spencer, out right in front of the net. And they miss it, and Shane Suick will chase the player all the way down. He gets a little spinning pass up to his teammate, gets it back out into neutral ice, and they'll go across the line. Mason sticks it away. They're forced to come off. It's going to come all the way back to their defensive zone. Long Island still has possession, but they miss a pass, and Will Schneider picks it up. Had a beautiful opportunity to goal use that position, but he missed the shot, unfortunately. Long pass. Spencer touched it, I think. He picks it up, skates it behind Luke's net, and all the way out, I think, to neutral ice. And I'm looking to see puck's back behind Luke's net. Mason will chase it up along the boards. Centered by the Long Island player. Luke stick save, taps it away into the corner. Mason picks it up again. Again, sends it long to Will. There's nobody between him and the net. He's lining up, and it's in. I didn't see the referee, but The referee is the entire goalie like slid into the goal as he. They're not counting that as a goal. There's a little over anxious calls. The officials are. So we all think it was a goal because the entire goalie slid backwards into the net. And it was trapped in his pads, so the puck obviously was in the net. Now he came out and it dropped out of his pads outside of the net. But, all right. It doesn't matter. The referees, our opinion is not important here. That's hard to acknowledge sometimes. All right, Jack Klein and teammate Joe Scivolino out there getting some nice plays. Unfortunately, there's one area that's hard to see because of this weird box around the clock. All right, that's Grayson pounds it around the rail, picked up by Jack. Jack spins around, tries to get it out, stopped by Long Island. This time we do get it out. It's going to go all the way down. I think that's Joe Scivolino racing to get there. Loses control of it, but it's stopped by Paul right at the red line. White gets away from Paul and tapped out, I think, by Grayson. Not positive. Paul chasing it as White takes it in, shot, and Luke reached for it, and I think it just tipped the edge of his glove, and it's in, and we will be down 0-1 with 19 minutes and 12 seconds left in this first half. So much for Luke's shutout. This is one of the better teams that we're expected to face, I think, this weekend. So I hear. Joey Greenland takes it after a face-off from Tim Butler. And I think the puck must have shot out of play. What caused the whistle here? Because the referee just picked up another puck. Tim Butler lines up for the face-off again. A little bit of a scramble there. It looks like Joey got a stick on it, and it's going to come around. They're going to get it past Dylan, but pass to Noah. Noah off the boards, up to Paul. Paul, with like 3-on-1 pressure, loses it as they sweep him behind him. Comes out, hits Joey in the ankle. Scramble right in front of us here with Tim, Joey, and Paul. Cross to Dylan. Dylan lets Paul take it. It bounces off his skate, off the boards. He loses control. Noah, off the boards, tries to get it in to the center. We got it in the center, but we lost control of it. Around the boards to Joey, I think. Pass up to Paul. Behind Luke's net. It looks like that's White's going to pick it up. They pass it out to the point. Long shot, sticked wide by Luke, up into the safety net, and play will stop. Still 1-0, or 0-1. I usually try to make sure I always put the Ashburn score first, with 18 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first half. Whoever's running the clock is not doing the shot count, because it just says 0-0, which obviously is not correct. I think that was another score. So fast I didn't even see what happened. That will put us at 0-2. Shane Spadati took the face off. after a bit. Stick save Luke into the corner. Puck comes back up. I think that's Shane Sewick chasing it. No, I'm sorry, that's Zach Marshall. White picks it up, and Shane gets it away from him. That's Shane Spadetti. Passes out to Zach. Tries to get a shot off. Scramble in front of the goalie. It's still loose, and White's going to come up with it while our guys are still picking themselves up off the ice. They have to get past Mason, which they kind of do, but he keeps them boxed up against the rails. Behind Luke's net, fighting into the corner as Mason pushes him back. Difficult to see a little bit. Shane Spadetti chases him down. They punch it around the rail. Player at the point got it. And it's hard to see right there. So that's Zach Marshall chasing up, and Tim Butler sends it around. Spencer will have a chance here in the corner with Landon coming off the bench, hovering nearby. Zach hits the rail, and a little scramble. White's got it, looking for a pass. Under pressure from Spencer. They get it to their guy in the center. He gets chased into the corner for lack of someplace else to go. Around the boards, looks like, into the corner. I'm sorry it's so difficult to see. Spencer taps it away. Fired around the boards by Mason. Almost goes out. Stopped just in the nick of time. Luke scrambling. Their guy at the point, and there's a whistle, and play stops. I will take this moment so we will have a power play.
Not a cross pick. What are you doing?
You want the mic? I'll let you do the commentary. You're welcome to. Here, let's take it. Do a better job.
We enjoy your
A good coach would have like rubbing alcohol and pour over because really, wow.
I don't know if you guys on the stream can hear me, but folks behind me are making fun of my commentary. Probably well-deserved critiques. Colin up to Shane. Shane lets Zach take it, and White intercepts it. Shane Sewick, Zach, and hands Jimmy up to Shane. Shane ends up getting it sticked away. Colin tries to send it up the boards, out of the zone. Successfully does this time. Will Schneider will tap it into the offensive zone and race after it. He gets tripped, in my opinion. Meanwhile, I think Zach just fell down. White ends up with possession. They'll bring it back into neutral ice. Lofts it up, and Luke will just kneel on it and let play stop. 2-point deficit. We're down 0-2 with 15 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first half. These are 25-minute periods. Looks like face-off on the far side. Can't see here. It looks like Tim. No, I think maybe it was. That's some very sweet iced tea. Who we got here? I think that's Joe Scivolino, I think, took the face off. He gets the possession back shortly afterwards. He's going to skate it through, takes it into the offensive zone, passes into the slot where he has no teammate ready to pound it in. Grayson was nearby, but not quite where it needed to be. Puck has come bouncing out, stopped briefly by Noah, but puck bouncing. Noah will have to chase it back behind Luke's net. Under pressure, hits the brakes, turns it around, hands it back to teammate Dylan, who tries a long pass for Grayson, but intercepted. and White dumps it down. Noah will pick it up again. Again, hands it back to, I think is that Colin? Or Dylan, probably Dylan. He was the other defenseman who was out there. I can't really see him. Nice hand pass up to Joe. Will try to skate it in and just gets it sticked away from him. Then we'll dump it down. Dylan will race for it. Arrives behind Luke's neck with the puck, but with one of the Long Island players. Little scramble from the ice. Noah gets it away. He will pass it up out into neutral ice where Jack had it for about 1 second before he couldn't quite get it onto the offensive zone. Puck comes bouncing back. Mason takes it behind Luke's net. He will pause for a beat, bring it out, finds a pass. Hands it up to teammate. That's Tim Butler. Has it. Tim hands it up to Paul. They call offsides, presumably because Joey was about a few inches in front of him. Tim Butler takes a face-off. Joey and Paul out there with him. Puck squirts all the way down towards the other goalie, picked up by their defense. Takes it behind the net, back out, passes it up, and it'll come cross, where Spencer just gets outraced, but he pounds into the player. Puck shoots across the far side. Spencer in the corner, along the rail. It's like Tim picks it up as it comes out, skates it through, neutralized, pass up to Paul. Paul takes it across the line, I think in between the legs of the other player. Tim, centering pass across the center. Spencer taps it towards the net, kicked away by one of the defending players. Long cross, bounce off the rail, will be picked up by Spencer as it bounces back into our defensive zone. Spencer tries to pass up to Paul, I think. It goes past him, they're all heading towards the bench. Play will stop because of the icing call, and we'll pick it back up by Luke's net.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't even come in if I didn't clean up.
All right, Shane Spadetti takes face off. Colin and Jimmy on D. Landon and I think Grayson. Shot, saved by Luke. Backhanded down. Looks like Colin's going to pick it up off the boards. Bounce pass up to Landon. Landon gets just clobbered. Shane picks it up. He will skate it into the zone. Little scramble. Colin coming by. Sends it up along the boards. Can't see what's going on there. I think that's still Colin fighting for it again. It came back to him. Shane behind the net. Luke using those long legs, try and cover as much of that goal as he can. It gets sent around, and it's going to come out into neutral ice, where number 22 White will pick it up, sending it across the ice to his teammate. Meanwhile, they're doing some personnel changes. Miss a connecting pass to number 89, and it will be icing against Long Island. And we will pick it back up by their net. Luke tells me I shouldn't use the word clobbered for some reason. I don't know why he doesn't like that word. Zach Posestein takes a face off. Shane Subic and Will Schneider out there. Noah on D. Puck gets by him. Pad save from Luke with his toes again. And whacked out really long. Will Schneider races to get there. Shane Subic stops it at the point, sends it back around to where Will was. And we can't see terribly well because of this poor seating arrangement. Shot from Zach, I think punched away by the goalie. Shane Sewick behind the net. Tries to send it into the slot. White gets a stick on there. Zach grabs it, turns it around, throws it to where Will will have to go pick it up in the corner. Will with Zach hovering on. I can't quite see what's going on. Looks like we got Dylan waiting closer to the blue line. Still a scramble there in the corner. Looks like Shane hovering, so it's... Oh, they got past Dylan. It's going to be long, but Noah will race for it. Turns it around off the... Oh, he tries, but the long reach of that Long Island player looks like interrupted his pass out. It's going to come out. Here's Will. Distraction player by shoving him. Zach shoots, and it... Nice little pad save. It was a great play. Disappointing, though. All right, that's... I think it's got to be Zach in the corner with Shane Sewick. Shane skates it behind the net, turns it around. Will finds it. He's going to bring it back the other direction. Rotates it around. Drop pass back to Shane. Shane right through the paint. Zach can't get a stick on it in time. It's going to come bouncing out. Mason suddenly notices he's got pressure. He will. Looks like he backhands it up. It's going to come way long. Hits one of the players that's neutralized in the skate. Jack Klein coming off the bench. Gets the pressure on. I think that was Joe Chiavellino coming in also off the bench. Grayson's out there. He's the one along the boards with Jack right behind him. Jack keeps it in play. It does come out to neutralize. Gets kicked by the Long Island player. We're right at the red line again, where it's difficult for us to see. All right, back in our defensive zone. Spencer backhands it up into neutralize. Gets clobbered hard. Spence did the clobbering that time. Mason tries to stick it away. Actually does not get it away. Saved by Luke, I think. Who's up long? Where is the puck? I've lost it. Sorry. This visual obstruction here. There's a pad save by Luke. Mason picks it up. They're like juggling it. Luke like tries to glove it out of the air as it's bouncing up over his head, going the wrong direction. He had it like bounced off his glove, I think twice. It was like trying to learn how to juggle. All right, bounces long, and White will pick it up. They're going to send it all the way up to their guy, and it's offsides. He picked it up after he was already over the line. So that's icing, and we will resume play with Tim Butler in the center. Tim scrambles to get back to his feet. Jimmy pounds into the corner. Joey picks it up on the far side. Sends it back around. Paul has got a stick on it. And we can't see what's going on back there. It looks like there's a 2-on-2 scramble with Tim. Is that Tim and Paul? It was Tim. White rotates it around. And Tim gets the stick around it. It's right behind him. I think he can't see it. Joey also like fumbles into hits him in the center of the chest almost. And bounces. He's a little off balance. Shot. Luke will hold it. Just across the line, they found that opening and hammered it into Luke's chest. We're still down 0-2 with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first period. All right, scramble here. Puck pops up. I think that's Jimmy putting the pressure on. And Tim Butler now, also at the rail. White passes it up and across. Their guy's not in position, so it just bounces off. But we didn't have anybody there either, so he recovers it. Jimmy along the rail. Scrambling, probably with Tim still. I think that's Tim, backhands it up. It's gonna bounce off the rail, and Joey will come up with it. Puts the gas on, hands it up to Paul. Takes it up right by the net, forced behind. Shane Spadetti comes out. Zach Marshall takes it in right as his teammates are coming out. We're off and back on. Zach had a little too much speed, went right by the puck. White passes it out. Nice cross pass. Luke's beautiful save, and again, he had to shift to the back door, but he did it. Noah between his legs and keeps playing. They're winding up, takes behind Luke's net, tries to bring it around the other side. Dribbles it back as he loses an edge. Luke shifts, Noah slaps it. Luke, glove save. Slap shot from the blue line, and he just lets it fly into his glove. Five minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the first half. Still down by 2. I think that was Shane with the face-off. White pounds it back into the boards. Dylan plays it. Scramble out. White tried to push away by Shane. It's going to come out to neutralize. White's going to get there first. 71 White. Landon getting ready to put some pressure on. Gets past Noah. Luke winds up. Pad save. Hit back into the corner by one of his teammates. I'm not sure who. Luke sticks it away as it slides through his paint. Taken out to neutral ice by Zach Marshall. Cross, that's Dylan. Gets a stick on it, keeps it away from Luke's net. Wrister from the blue line, well wide of the net, and pops off of somebody's stick, I think, and play will stop. That must have been, given where they're starting, I think maybe it was offsides. Zach poses knee, took the face off. He's gonna come back after a bouncing out, or bounces off of Will's skate, bounce pass off from one of his teammates, and all the way up to the goalie, but he easy stop and he passes it back out. Mason dumps it in, his teammates have to come off. Zach will go back in. That's Zach P. Back to Mason in neutral ice, off the boards. And turned around by Shane Stewart. Skates through, ends up off balance with the defense putting pressure on him, and he dumps it into the corner. Zach posts a knee. Spencer, slap shot from the line. Bounces back off of somebody's helmet, I think. It's going to come all the way down and tries to get a pass into the paint, but Luke sticks it away. Pass across. Their guy's going to pick it up. Shane pokes at him. Is that Shane? Yeah. Shane Schuick keeps pressure on, forces him to pass. Spencer tries to get away. They stick it right into the paint. And here we have Will. Nice solid hit. He takes it across the line. White's going to get it from him. Schuick gets there in time. Drops it backwards. They're going to pass it back up into neutral ice. Mason will pick it up at the red line. Across to Spencer. Spencer up to Will. He taps it up in the air off of the stick as we do a line change. Grayson coming out. Tries to get it to Joe Scivolino. Comes all the way back to the D. Grayson cross to Joe. Joe through the player's legs up towards the goal. Around, there's Grayson battling. It's going to come out into neutral ice. They get past him, but not past Jimmy. Puck bounces long. Cullen will pick it up. Out to, is that Jack? I think that's Jack. Yep, that is Jack. Up to Joe. Joe shoots from neutral ice. Goalie sticks it into the corner. Jack, or to somebody just for good measure. Pass out. Player just trips and goes down for no obvious reason, giving Colin an opportunity to get it out and into neutral ice. Tim has it briefly, but he collides with one of the white players, and they're going to pick it up. They're going to send it long. Jimmy slaps it back. Joey Greenland gets a stick on it, and somebody punches it away before it gets to Luke. It looks like, I think that was Tim, got it out into neutral ice. All right, we briefly had to come off because Joey had slid into the offensive zone. I think that was Paul. Slap shot wide. Joey holds it, lines it up wrister, and the goalie will catch and hold. We're still down 0-2 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this first period. First half, I should say. Oh, camera's way off. Sorry about that. Sorry if you're looking at the sky. So busy trying to figure out what's happening and describe it that I'm not always looking at the camera. The gimbal does a decent job of tracking if I point it sort of the right direction. But all right, shot. Pad save Luke, pounds it into the boards. Noah tries to send it up hard, hits somebody in the chest. It's going to come through the paint again. Luke sticks it away into the corner. Zach Marshall along the boards, scrambling for it with, I'm not sure which teammate right behind him. Looks like is that Shane Spadetti, I think? All right. Behind the net was Dylan. Dylan sends it back around to Noah. Noah this time will hand it off to Landon. Landon, or at least up into neutral ice. White box passes it around, and time will stop with 8 minutes and 9/10 left on the clock. I'm sorry, 8 seconds. So we got 8 seconds left, almost 9. Just enough time to score. Shane Spadetti takes it. White. Missed a pass. Noah capitalized. He pounded it down over the goalie's head, hit the glass. And that will end the first half. Again, they're doing an ice cut in between halves here. So boys will shuffle out to the locker room or wherever the heck it is they go. And we will be on break for a bit. I used up all my good jokes this morning, so I'll spare you. And we'll be back in a few. I will try really hard to remember to unmute this time. Actually, I think I did last time, and then I somehow tapped it again. So, but you don't have to listen to me slurp my iced tea or fuss with the waiter. We'll make sure if anybody joins late that we've got the score clock in view here, and we'll see you in a few. They're not looking now. The first ones, a couple of them I got when they were walking by, they saw me and then they like waved at the camera, but
Most of them are tired and don't really care that much.
yeah. They got their own stuff to worry about.
Winning.
All right, Ashburn fans. Boys are starting to warm up for the second half. If we trust the clock here, we got 3 minutes left to warm up. I'm not sure if they care about that, or if that's just a suggestion once everybody's ready to go. Obviously a tougher team than we've faced so far this weekend. I think based on the record, these guys were highly ranked last year.
So we got the new setting. If you want to switch from number 29 and 1, you can't buy a sticker. You have to buy like all the sheets.
It occurs to me, I could fill up some of the time by just doing, interviews with the other parents, but I really don't have the right mic for that. Maybe I'll. I'm using a mic designed to pick up my voice and not as much other sound, so I'd have to get some kind of different microphone. But maybe I can do that. Second half of today's game will be brought to you by some kind of local IPA and pretzel bites. Apparently, it's a rule that if you buy beer here, you must also buy food, so pardon the chewing noises while I eat a pretzel bite.
But the place is really cool. It's in Canada. The first, they got lost in customs. Oh, really? So my wife emailed me and said, hey, it's been 3 weeks. We haven't got it. What do we do? And I said, oh, we'll just send you another sheet. The set of 6. Like, we'll send you sheets, not a big deal. They shipped them. Then the first set showed up like 3 weeks after that. She called them back and she said, hey, we owe these. We're like, what's going on? They said, no, it happens. It's just, use this next time, right?
All right, last minute coaching here. As we get ready to go, 25 minutes on the clock for the second period. And we are about ready to get started again. Looks like Joe Sciavlino is going to line up for the face-off. Grayson Cantrell and Jack Klein on wing. Spencer and Mason on D. Oh, we already got started. Shot already, and Luke loves it to the ice.
I'll let you know when I fill up the cooler again.
Puck pops up high. Luke's looking around confused, but it drops down next to him. Off of the safety net. Joseph takes the drop. Mason tries to send it long around the rail. It's going to come back to Mason again. Hesitates to beat, then backhands it to where you think Spencer's there, but there was another player. Luke, pad save, kicks it to the corner. Long Island picks it up. Grayson tries to swing at it, gets tangled up in the other stick. Shot wide of Luke, hits somebody in the shoulder, I think. It's going to come all the way out, neutralize. Jack Klein and Joseph trying to get to it, and Luke's raising his glove for icing. And it will come back. We double check that I'm not muted. This time, I'm pretty sure that I'm not. 92% sure. Do you know that 67.3% of all statistics are made up on the spot? All right, Tim out there takes a drop and gets bound up on the boards. Gets a stick on it, and it's going to come out. We got Paul Allison out there chasing it. Puck squirts across the ice, picked up by Long Island, who are kind of spinning around off balance. I think none of the boys have really adapted to this slicker ice since the cut. Jimmy off the boards up to Joey Greenland, who lets it get in front of him, and the Long Island player behind him gets possession. They will do a nice box pass, but they also miss a connecting pass. Colin picks it up, hands it to Jimmy. Jimmy up to Paul. Tim Butler. Center ice. Lofted, I think, by Paul from the red line, the center line, into the goalie's glove. Someone behind me screamed, "What a save!" I think when you loft it from all the way at the red line, the goalie has plenty of time to react and catch it. I'm not sure it's a. I don't think. No one's screening him. All right. So there's a back and forth behind the net, and it's going to come around out to where Zach Marshall, but it's White's got it, gets behind him. Luke uses his shoulder to knock it up into the glass behind him. Little scramble there, brought out to the point. Luke sticks it away. Scramble trying to get it covered right in front of him. It's going to be out to the net. And long, bouncing long. Whoever touched it last, that could be icing. Yep, it is. Both teams will do a line change. Landon's skating like he's tired or something. Tired or frustrated, I'm not sure which. Looks like Zach will take the face off. Zach poses knee. I can see Shane Simwick out there. And Will Schneider. Sent around by Noah. I think Shane picks it up in the corner. Off the boards, get it out to neutralize. Sent back, or attempted to send back in by 71 White. Noah races to get there, tries to pound it around the boards. Misses, but it's going to come out back to Dylan. And tries to take it out by Shane Silwick, but did not quite work. There's Zach on the boards. Scramble, and it comes out to neutralize where Will Schneider is waiting at the line. He will bring it all the way in, pass, takes a shot, deflected into the corner, and whistle on the play, I'm not sure. High sticking against somebody. High sticks against, I saw the high sticks sign there, and looks like same line's going to stay out. Still Zach, Shane, and Will for offense. Swapping out the D. Jimmy and Mason out there for D. All right, out to Mason. Mason tries to successfully keeps it back in, sends it around the boards. Looks like we don't have any players back in that near corner. Mason chases it and successfully sticks it away into the corner, making this near breakaway. And then he just shoves the guy to the ground. Shot wide of the net. Luke ready to punch it away. And it ends up being long. Depending on who touched it last, that could have been icing, but it's not. So they must have touched it somewhere in there. Gonna come around. Shane Sewick stops the drive right at the red line in front of us, and he will fight it back in, takes it across the blue line, and winds up for the shot. Punched away by the goalie, up into the glass behind him. So he come back out. Mason hands it, tries to backhand it into the zone. Gets past Mason, long pass to the corner, where Mason will bully some kid a head shorter than him and passes a nice crisp pass up to Will. Will, fancy stick work, takes it across the line, but gets outsticked, and they'll get it back out into neutral ice. Will comes back to try again, and there's a whistle. Possibly offsides call here. Delayed offsides. Joe Schiavolino takes a drop. Grayson and Jack on wing. Hand off to Jack. Jack kicks it back to Spencer. Spencer off the board, sends it into the offensive zone. It'll go down where White will pick it up, but Grayson bullies it. Comes out, bounces past Colin, I guess. Looks like a foot race with Colin and Spencer trying to get there. They'll get there about the same time as a very quick Long Island Edge player. And three-way scramble on the boards there with Spencer, one of the Long Island players, and Joseph, I think. Colin gets it away. Luke's trying to look attentive. Grayson successfully gets out into neutral ice where Jack swipes at it, touches it, and keeps it going. Behind the net. It's going to come out around, tapped by their player at the point. Turned around by Dylan briefly, but not for long. Colin, somewhere off the bench, didn't see that line change. Dylan loses a stick and goes down. Picks it back up. Ooh, hard hit Colin on the boards. Picks himself right back up. Joe Schiavolino. Scrambling. Moves in. Oof. Puck way up, arcing into the air. It's going to come all the way down. Picked up by Long Island. Joe races all the way down. Kid can be fast when he wants to. Dylan picks it up just inside our defensive zone, hesitates a beat, finds pass to Paul. Paul tries to center it to his teammate, but gets intercepted. Noah sliding backwards, pauses a beat, finds a nice pass to the cross. Couldn't see who it was intended for. Joe, right in front of the net and slot, sliding slow. Joe Schiavolino accelerates to go get it. It's going to come out and picked up by, I think that's by Jack. Jack trips at the blue line as he goes in. Paul picks up the puck. In the corner, looking for a pass. He's got it. Tries backhand something to, I think, intended for Jack, possibly Tim. Doesn't matter because it doesn't get there. Long Island takes it long. Tries a little high angle shot. Luke, pad save. Winds up. Second save by Luke. Luke sticks it away into the corner. Can't see what happens here. Shot, and it's in Luke's glove. He had to reach for it, and he's got it. He'll hold it this time. I think that last grab was well wide of the net, so beautiful reflexes, hardly counts as a save. Nice wind-up shot wide. Luke reaches for it, but it's never going to get to him. He can't get to it. Drop was Shane Spadetti, by the way. The face-off. We got that line out there. They bring it behind Luke's net, hit the brakes, and lose possession of it to Spadetti. We'll take it out to neutral ice. Zach Marshall taps it even further from behind him when he lost possession briefly. Shane reaches, grabs, scrambles, does a nice centering pass where, unfortunately, Long Island will pick it up. They're going to bring it back. Mason, I believe, takes it away from him, and I'm looking to see if there was a deferred penalty there or something. Because that looked like it could have been a trip. I could hear the parents on the other side screaming like they thought there should have been a call there. Shane Spadetti taps it in away from the Long Island player. Had it, got it towards the net, but all right. Advanced stopped by Will Schneider. Turned around by, I'm not sure which of his teammates. All right, Zach P takes it away, drives it across the line, winds up, tries to connect a pass to Will, gets it behind him, unfortunately. Will back, Spencer, slap shot in, deflected down by one of the D. Shot, scramble. There's Zach had a nice angle shot there. People falling down all over the place like they're on ice or something. Spencer gloves it out of the air. Unfortunately has to slide back into neutralize to do it. Cross to Mason. Mason will take it across the line. Looking for some fancy footwork. Drives us all the way back behind the net. Looking for that pass. Hits the brakes, turns it around. Still looking, tries to get into the slot. Can't quite get it through this Long Island defense. Will Schneider, and I think that's Zach scrambling. Will backhands it around the boards. It's going to come to Sewick, I think, on the far side. Zach P. Out to Colin. He tries to drive it in. Hits somebody in the shin. Zach P. taps it off to the boards in the corner. Shane Sewick will race to get there, not in time, and they will swipe it around. Spencer picks it up. Long, snagged by one of the, and they'll send it back the other direction. No icing. Spencer touches it, sends it out, tries to send it around. I can't see. It comes out to neutral ice. Across to Sewick. He'll take it into the offensive zone. Tries to shoot, gets the stick boxed up on one of the Long Island players. Didn't go where he wanted it to. Jack Klein intercepts it and dumps it in right as Sewick comes off. Joe Scivolino, high angle shot held by the goalie. Exactly 15 minutes left on the clock. Still down 0-2. We have Jimmy pounds it around. Jack tries to get there in time. He won't make it. Long Island takes it through neutral ice. Drive disrupted by Colin. They do manage to get it out. Colin sticks it away to Grayson. Grayson will skate it back out. Tries to make a nice long pass to Joe Scivolino. Does not work. Intercepted by 13 White. It's going to drive it down. Tied up by, I think, Colin. Spadetti, I think, sent it back out. White, long cross to center line. Back across again. Shoots wide. Pass out, intercepted by Greenland. They send it back around. Colin will pick it up. Pass out. I think intended for Jack. He kind of flubs the reception or bounces over a stick or something. And it's going to be sent long. Paul Allison will races to get there. Gets it, turns it around. Takes it out. Hesitates a beat, looking for a pass. Stops it again. Winds up and gets out-sticked by the offense, heading in the other direction. Shot wide of Luke's net, lets it go by. Dylan keeps it back along the boards, behind Luke's net, and around the boards to, I think that, I can't see for the stupid plastic thing. All right, here we have this neutral ice. Tim Butler coming off the bench, he's hopefully with some pretty fresh legs. White skates past Joey, he gets it away from him, and their player winds up but just gets disrupted. White in the corner, out, fires again wide of the net. hands all the way around, and it's gonna, so much juice on it, it's gonna come all the way down. Hard collision there with Paul Allison.
Just saying what I say. Come on, kid. I didn't see it, but it hit the glass.
Spadetti was there waiting in the slot. Not sure who had it there in the corner. Gets passed up to Shane. No, I'm sorry, that's Zach Marshall. Zach Marshall sends it around. Picked up by Landon, I think. Spadetti tries to do something. He's right in front of the net. Scramble. Landon picks it up as he comes in. Passes it back out to Dylan, who tries to fire. I think he didn't get as much juice on it as he intended because it went in slow. Noah picks it up on its way to the point. Must have gotten away from him because it's coming down long. Their guy shoots. Luke, I think blocker save away. Punched into the corner. Scramble behind Luke's net. Puck squirts out to the corner. I don't think anybody's there. Everybody's looking tired. Landon thought about going in for it. Shot, pad save, Luke. Kicked into the corner. Zach Marshall tries to send it out, or pass up to Shane. Gets it up back. Somebody gets it back to Landon. Landon cross, intercepted by Long Island, but they don't control it. Shane took it across the line, but he couldn't control it either. And there's a lot of pucks bouncing all over the place. Hard collision with Spencer. Winds up, shot. Luke, I think, saved it with his groin. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought it looked like it was going to be a 5-hole. Shane Spadetti, hard down. Shot over the glass. Mason picks it up, sends it around hard. Spencer. I was waiting for Spencer. Mason, again, tries to send it around. It's going to come up to the Long Island player at the point, send it back and forth. Mason again sends it around. This time gets it out into neutral ice. White has to come off, which they do efficiently. They're winding up in the corner where I can't see him very well. But, stolen by Will, it looks like. Will's going to skate it across and through. Gets it across the line, but then it goes down to his knees. Mason, hard off the boards, back up to where Will is. Almost good that he didn't quite connect because it would have been offsides. Shane back to Will. Oh, nice job, but didn't know there was somebody in between there to intercept it. And icing by Long Island will stop the clock. With 9 minutes and 57 seconds left to go, we're still down 0-2. But we'll pick it up close to the Long Island net. Zach Posesny and his offensive line will take this next play. Quick handoff to Shane, fires it in, and the goalie will hold it. It's under his pads, and you can tell he didn't know where it was, but it wasn't in the net either. No. Yeah, he's checked fine. Zach takes the face off. Will Schneider. This looks like, I think that's Will. Took it behind the net. Shane Sewick right behind him is going to send it back around to Zach on the far side. Scrambling to try to get it out from underneath this player from Long Island just sitting on his butt. It's going to come out. Jimmy tries to stop it at the line. Number 89 White gets past him, but Colin disrupts his shot. I don't think Luke even had a chance to try to sweep it away. Long Island trying to do something here. Collins, I'm sorry, that's Jimmy. Puck squirts out. Shane Sewick picked it up. Tries to pass it up to Will, waiting at the closer to the line, but doesn't connect. Long Island will pick it up. They're going to shift back to offense. Jimmy hard around the boards to where Shane is waiting. Shane, I don't know what he tried to do with it. I can't see. Long Island's going to come up with it. Again, sorry, it's hard to see that part of the ice. The challenge of the pandemic. Shane managed to get it down, chases all the way down towards the Long Island net. Jack Lyons stops it at the line, gives it a chance. It's going to squirt out into neutral ice where Noah will pick it up. Noah goes in at high speed, but gets double teamed. Puck comes around, Jack Klein. Dylan tries to stop it, it bounces up, and it's a high stick call. Still down 2-0, 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second period, second half. Timeout white, I hear.
Guys are playing loose. Still looking for the guy with the St. Dominic bus.
So we'll give you a little shot of the stands here while we're waiting. It looks like it's mostly the Ashburn fans over on this side.
I don't know what happened to the other goal.
Yeah, that's it.
She right.
All right, so much for that timeout. Looks like the officials are ready to get back in game here.
Behind our defense, and it was a one-on-one. Fist in the box. I don't know what. Now Bullard.
Here, seems unusual they would call a timeout, considering it's the white team would call a timeout. They're up by 2. I'm not sure that's what actually happened. I heard somebody else say that behind me. So Joe Scivolino takes a face off. Grayson and Jack out there with him. After the drop, it ends up on a white stick, and they will pass it up and out into neutral ice. Joe sticks it away from him off the boards, and they will send it deep into out of play. Play will stop. 7 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the second half. Let's see if I can get a better angle here on the drop, maybe. Little scramble after the face-off, whacked long by Joe Scivolino. We got into the offensive zone briefly. They're going to circle it back behind the net. And our boys get it out. Joe, some real speed, brings it across the line and pounds it into the back of the net like the goalie wasn't even there. That was such a lightning fast shot. I didn't even see it go. Looking with my own eyes. Puck disappeared. Beautiful. We will be 2-1 with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. When you're down 2-0, and you've been down 2-0 for a good portion of the game, it feels unwinnable. Suddenly you're a 1-point game when you got 7.5 minutes left to play. That feels like you could do this. That feels like we could do this. All right. We certainly haven't been dominating, but maybe that'll change the energy here to put a point on the board. So that's Dylan along the board, scrambling to get possession, gets it out, and turns it around. Joey races for it to get there first. Doesn't quite make it. Gets there about the same time as the Long Island player. Turnaround disrupted by Jack, who fires it in. And they definitely suddenly look energized, both teams. Joey and Tim almost passed out, well, is passed out by White. Jack brings it back in, fires it, and goalie will catch and hold. Play stops with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. Today's broadcast brought to you by YouTube. Literally, it's YouTube that's bringing you this. Zach Posey took the face off after the drop. It'll be a race, and Mason no faster than the Long Island player, but manages to keep up with him enough to disrupt the shot. Long cross. Will put some gas on. He's going to get there. Again, he couldn't catch up with the guy who was already ahead of him. Will's on his knees, gets back up. Spencer on D. Zach gloves it out of the air, in between the player's legs, skates it through, shoots. Goalie stops it, but doesn't control it. It's going to come around. Turns around. I can't see by Spencer. We lost possession. They're going to bring it out to neutralize. Tap it past Spencer, but they have to also contend with Mason, who will pick it up in the far corner, take it around behind Luke's net, pass it up to Will Schneider, waiting along the boards. It's going to come back. Spencer picks it up. Was that? Did you give her that money? Oh, it's fine. Thanks. That's fine. My daughter's paying my bills out of my wallet. I left on the table. All right, Shane takes it all the way down. Shane Suick. And unfortunately backhands it behind the net. It's going to come all the way back around. Colin picks it up, takes it behind Luke's net, passes up. Will was waiting there. He's going to hop to the bench. Zach Marshall's coming out. Oh, off the bench. Colin behind the net again. Past Landon. We got these guys who are trying to get off the. It looked like they were standing on the other side of the board. I was like wondering what they're doing. They were actually in the bench. I was waiting for the too many men call. They were slow to get off. Puck comes back around. I was just misreading what I saw. Colin up to Landon. Landon scrambling. Who else is back there in the corner? Colin Landon, James Spaghetti's out there. White's got the puck. Zach Marshall's trying to do something with it. They bring it around the other side, send it up to their guy at the point, who winds up, but Landon sticks it away from him. He's going to skate it down. It's in the corner. A little scramble. Shane Spaghetti, and it's in! It's in, and we are tied up with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to play in the second period. It will be 2-2. I'm not sure who tapped it in. There was a couple opportunities there. 2-2 with 3:51 left. I think that timeout worked against them. Holy cow. We got ourselves a hockey game. Yeah, it's Long Island goalie's talking with the official like it's going to change something. I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to accomplish, but all right. Joe Scivolino took the drop. It's going to come around. I think it's Grayson and Jack out there with him on wing. Noah and Dylan. Nice save by Luke. So busy identifying the line, I stopped narrating when they actually take a shot. My son got a save. All right. Scivolino takes the drop again. It's going to come out. I thought over the line. They're calling that one. They have to get. Yep, they do say they have to get off. Pass up to Grayson. Into neutralize. He's along the boards here. Puck squirted out. It's going to come all the way back. Jack will pick it up in our defensive zone. Pauses a beat, and they get it away from him and behind the net. But I think that's Noah who picks it up. Tries to skate it out. He gets it skated away. Blocked by Noah. Grayson tries to pass it, hits somebody. Dylan will take it across the line. Fancy stick work there. Grayson behind him picks it up as they get skated away. Long Island's got it. They're going to try and skate it through. They get around Jack and across the line. Sticked away by Zach. Luke punches it away. Kicks it away, I should say. I think it was a pad save there. We're going to do a line change. I've lost track of the puck. Where the heck is the puck? Who's got it? We had it all the way back behind our net. We're holding it while both teams did a line change. Zach Posesny takes it across the line. Will Schneider, we have to come off because it was offsides there, which gave them a chance to turn it around. They're going to skate it all the way through our line, but we're going to stick it away once they get into the offensive zone. Spencer chases into the corner. They shoot it around. Scramble there. Spencer is going to pound it along the boards to where I think, sorry, hard to see. It's behind the net. They pass it out into the corner, into the slot, and Shane Stewick's going to pick it up. He's going to skate it out. Takes it all the way through and winds up, shoot, and it's too high. Either that or deflected by the goalie's shoulder or something. Mason from the far side, sends it in again. Shane, and it's going to come out to neutral ice. Long pass, gloved out of the air by Mason. They're going to send it long. It's going to go into the corner. Spencer gets there, hits the brakes, turns it around, and sends it back out to Will. Will tries to connect to Shane, gets it in front of him. Long Island picks it up. Some of the players are down close to me. I'm not even sure who. Shane Stewick's down, picks himself back up, and gets back in the fight. Will dumps it in, and some of our guys are going to the bench. Shane stays out. Tim Butler's out there too. So Shane's heading back. Should be heading back to the bench. Finish that shift change. Long Island fortunately gives us a beat to finish it, and they're going to bring it down. Spencer, hard hit against the boards, against some kid who probably is regretting his life choices, and it's going to go rolling all the way down. Paul Allison races to get there. Goalie comes way out of the net to play it. Joey comes in, scrambles to take the puck away from a kid who's like a head taller than him. Long Island patches out, but Jimmy tries to send it in. Unfortunately hits Tim in the skate. It's in the corner where we can't see. It's like a mystery wrapped in it. Okay, they pass it out into the slot, and Long Island gets it, sends it long. Jimmy will go chase it, picks it up, takes it behind Luke's net, passes it up, and not quite out of the zone. This time Joey was got it. He's got empty ice between him and the blue line. Beautiful pass up and into the. I think that was a beautiful shot by Shane Spadetti. Unfortunately, goalie was swift and did not let it in, and we have 1.3 seconds left on the clock. That would have been amazing if he had managed to find the back of that net with 1.3 seconds left. As it is, I think this is going to be a tie. It's going to come out, and Colin tried to wind it up. And that's it. I wish I could give you advice on it's a 4-on-4 for 15 minutes, I believe, is what the officials are signaling for. I don't remember what the format calls for. So we are tied up at the end of regulation play, and we'll go. So 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, I think. I heard someone behind me say 15 minutes, but there's 5 minutes on the clock. That makes much more sense. I was going to say 4-on-4 for 15 minutes. That's a long period for overtime. And we will go into overtime. Luke's sister says this is stressful. It's exciting is what it is. Let's pan over to what the team's doing. You get a little bonus here. A little extra time on the clock. I think I've cemented all the the new players' numbers in my head, except occasionally I see the 62 and 67. Shane and Joseph, I see those, and I see the 6. Somehow it's not quite in my brain yet. I have to stop for a minute and think which one is which. But maybe I will somehow have to say their number and their name together to help. You know, it's tough doing these narrations just because you're talking so fast. You don't have to think. The previous 2 years I've done this, I've printed out a cheat sheet. And this particular weekend, I lost whatever one I printed last week, and don't have it with me. All right, so we are at Joey Greenland and Chivalino as on offense. Again, 4-on-4 play. Joey picks it up, kicks it across the line, skates down nearly single-handedly, has to wait for his team to pick it up. Comes back to Mason, back to Joey. Joey looking for a pass. Back to Mason. Mason fires. Bad save. Joey backhands it, and there's a scramble. And I think the goalie has it. We're not done yet. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left on the clock. That was promising. That's promising for overtime. Let's keep doing that. All right. Shift change or personnel change here, and Zach Posty and Will Schneider will be our offense. Spencer and Mason still on defense. They're going to come long and wipe out here, and looks like it's turning around. Will's coming out to neutral ice. I'm not sure who's got it. Spencer's got it. Sends it across to Mason. Mason flubs the reception, has to chase it back into the corner. He's going to get there and have to contend along the boards with it. Sends it around to Spencer on the far side. Up to Zach in neutral ice, who loses possession, comes back. All right. Cross. Will accelerates, gloves it out of the air, takes it into offensive zone. Along the boards, looking for a teammate to pass to. D's slow getting there. Passes through the slot, but Zach can't get a stick on it fast enough. Dylan, nice moves. He hands it back to Zach, who's faded back to the point. Dylan around to Will. Noah's on the near side. It's going to come out, and Long Island offense will have to contend with Noah. Puts the gas on when he has to. Finds it and sends it back up and out to neutral ice. Unfortunately, connects to Long Island. Will couldn't get there in time. I think it was intended for Will. At least he got it out of there. Dumped in and either kicked wide or just naturally wide. Tim off the bench comes in, and they just put it in. And that will end it in overtime. Luke looks disappointed. You can see the angle of his head. It's like, oh, jeez, if I only coulda. That's a feels bad moment, but amazing playing by the part of the whole team on a very tough opponent. Probably our toughest opponent we're expected to face this weekend, from what I understand. It's good for them to have a little bit of challenge after several pretty much blowout games. But it would have been nice to win it if it ended up differently. Thanks to Gail, our team rep, for setting up everything and doing all the hard work that she does. A reminder to all the players and parents, or the parents anyway, to fix your hotel reservations if you haven't done so already for next weekend. I know I have to do that still. And what other little advertising news bits we'll do? We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early if you choose to dial in for that. And I think it's, and then we'll all be home early for, it's the upside of having an early morning game on Sunday, is we all get to go home early.
Luke was like trying to push the person out of his zone, right? Like crazy.
Yeah, I'd be interested. There was
somebody in the crease.
Luke's sister is saying that Luke was Luke was trying to push somebody out of the crease. I wonder if we'll hear afterwards. I'll hear afterwards from him if he thinks it was a crease violation. He might well have. He was, shaking his head like he was very dissatisfied with the way that ended. But
There was somebody in his crease and he was shoving them out of the way, and then they shot and it went in. And he was not prepared.
he's not prepared, busy fighting with the player in the crease. Either way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to be awesome. We will. Thanks again. We'll see you very, very soon. And tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. Not quite the exact same channel, but you should all have the new stream link. And again, if you subscribe and click the little bell icon, that should give you a reminder whenever I go live. So if you care, do that. Otherwise, it's up to you. And we will drive safe, be safe, and all that good stuff. Thanks again, and see you tomorrow.